In a time when our nation was torn apart and facing potential for nuclear war, this man was a uniting force. Even in death, he united the nation, but in life, his voice was the voice of reason. This man was one of the great communicators of our time because he spoke with determination to unite a nation, even in the face of persecution. A great example of this was his inaugural speech. In his inaugural speech, he said, "We observe today not a victory of party, but a celebration of freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change." What he was saying is that even though one side won the election, today we stand together to celebrate the freedom of having that choice. To hold the position of leader of the free world, you have to exemplify confidence. He was able to unite the nation because he could get in front of a camera and not falter. This ability to remain composed when giving a speech is important for anyone to achieve because it only makes you a better speaker. But it will also instill in your audience confidence in you. Do you really think this man could have led a nation if he wasn't able to give speeches with confidence? Although he was great at uniting the people, it wasn't an easy road for him. He had to deal with the Cuban Missile Crisis, the Soviet Union, anti-civil rights activists, starting a space program, and a war in Vietnam, which the nation was strongly against. Even though he had more than enough to make a man throw his hands up and say, "I quit," he would still invoke the nation to rally behind him and his decisions through several historical speeches. He calmed the nation when he addressed them about the possibility of war with Russia and Cuba. He remained composed when addressing the nation of his support of civil rights. Even when many spoke against the Vietnam War, he would stand in front of the nation and tell them that it was a necessary battle to fight because no nation should be without freedom. No man in his office for at least another 20 years would have as historic an imprint on the nation. In conclusion, he was a great leader. He was calm, collective, articulate, and most importantly, a man of true change. So when you get in front of an audience, think about what this man had to deal with, and say to yourself, ask not what your audience can do for you, but what you can do for your audience.